Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's very easy puzzle for the day, and it's called Duck, Duck, Goose by Megan33. And here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which means place the digits 1 through 9 in every row, every column, and every box. Disjoint sets. Cells in the same relative position in different boxes cannot contain the same digits. So, in addition to the normal Sudoku rules where you can't have digits in the same you can't have the same digit in a row, a column, or box, you also cannot have it in the same position in the box. So basically, once say there's a 5 here. If there's a 5 here, I mean, obviously, normal Sudoku rules basically say these 4 spaces cannot be fives. But the disjoint set rule adds in these 4 digits, which basically says these cannot be 5 either. So that's all the disjoint set rule is. Digits in a cage do not repeat and sum to the clue in the top left. So, for example, these 2 digits would add up to 8, these 2 digits would add up to 15, these 3 digits would add up to 9, these 3 digits would add up to 10, etc., etc. A black dot between cells indicates cell values with a 2-to-1 ratio. A white dot between cells indicates cells with consecutive values. Not all dots are shown. So, for example, if this were 2, this would have to be a 1 or 4 to maintain a 2-to-1 ratio. And for the white dots, if this were, say, a 6, this would have to be a 5 or a 7 because it has to be consecutive. Adjacent cells connected with an X must sum to 10. So these 2 digits must add up to 10. These 2 digits must add up to 10. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. Simple analysis, we have the 1, 2, which adds up, 3 cage with 2 cells must be 1, 2. 4 cage with 2 cells must be 1, 3. 5 cell with 2 cage, 2 cage 5 cell must be 1, 2, 3, or 4. So it's either 1, 4 or 2, 3. 8 cage with 2 cells is either 1, 7, 2, 6, or 3, 5. 9 cell cage must be 1 through 6 because it could be 1, 2, 6, 1, 3, 5, or 1 or 2, 3, 4. 10 cage, 3 cell 10 cage must be 1, 2, 7, 1, 3, 6, 1, 4, 5, or 2, 3, 5. So 1 cannot be here and 1 cannot be here. Therefore, the 1 is one of those 2. 15 cage must be 6, 7, 8, and 9, because it's 6, 9, or 7, 8. Anything that is in a black dot must be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 6, or 8. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8. Let's just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, or 8. This cannot be 5. This cannot be 5. The 5 in box 7 has to be one of these 2 because we've eliminated all of the possibilities. This can't be 1 or 2. This cannot be 1 or 2, which means this can't be 1, but this still could be 4, 2 here. This can't be 1 or 3, which means this can't be 6 because the 6 can only be with 3. So 2 cannot be here. 3 cannot be here. No, this can't be 1 and 2. If this is 1 and 2, then that eliminates both possibilities for the 5 cage there. So this cannot be 1. It cannot be 2, 4 either, because that would also eliminate the cages. So this is 3 or 4, which means we have 3 or 4. One of these 2 cells must be 3 or 4. One of these 2 cells must be 3 or 4. Therefore, the rest of the box cannot have a 3 or 4. So this can't be 3 or 4, which means this cannot be 8 or 6. No 3 or 4 here. Okay, this is 6 or 8, which means, and that's 6 or 8, which means none of the rest of the box can be 6 or 8, which means this has to be 2. So then we know this is 1, 4. This can't be 4. So it's no longer 4 and 8. So this is 3 and 6, which means this can't be 6, 9. So this is 7, 8. Therefore, this has to be a 5, 9 pair in box 7. And this is a 4. Okay, so 1 and 4 cannot be here. We also know this has to be 1, and this has to be 1. Therefore, in the disjoint set rules, one of these has to be 1, and then the other one has to be 1, which means there cannot be an upper left corner and a side left which have a 1. So this can never be 1. Therefore, we know this has to be the 3, and that has to be the 1. We're just going to get rid of Sudoku. Okay, this also has a disjoint set rule. So this can't be 2. This can't be 3 or 4 because of the disjoint set rule. This can't be 1 because of normal Sudoku. In addition, we know that the 1 is already fulfilled for these 3 cells. So this can never be 1, so this can't be 1 or 7. This can't be 3, so this can't be 5. Actually, we know, yeah, all 3 of these, 1 has already been fulfilled. Therefore, we know this has to be 2, 3, 4, because there can't, if you don't have a 1 in a 3-cell 9 box, it has to be 2, 3, 4. So this can't be 5 or 6. This is then, therefore, 2 because of the disjoint set. This is 3. This is 4. So now this has to be 1 because of disjoint set. 2. This is a 4 because of Sudoku. That's a 1 because of Sudoku. So this can no longer be 2, 6. So this has to be a 3, 5. So this can't be 3, which means you cannot have a 3, 6 here. Therefore, it's either 1 and 1, 2, 2, 4. So 1, 2, 2, 4, or 4, 8. So this can never be 8 here. This can't be 3, so this can't be 6 anymore. Okay, so this 10 cannot be 2, 8, 3, 7, or 4, 6, so it has to be 1 and 9, and the 1 can only be there, and this is 9. So therefore, this is consecutive, this has to be 8. This is a 7 or 9. We don't know which. This can't be 8. This can't be 8. You have a 1, 2, 4 pair here, which means this is 6, 7, 8, and 9. That can't be a 9 because of disjoint set. So this is 7, 8, and 9, because if this is 7, 8, this would have to be a 6, and that has to be a 9. So this can never be 9. So we know the 9 has to be one of these 3. This is 7 or 9, so this has to be with 1 or 3. But they can't be 1 because the 1, 2, 4 is here. Therefore, this is a 3, and this is a 7. So there cannot be a 3 here. There can't be a 1 here. So since this can't be 1, this can never be 1. If it's 1, 2, 7 or 1, 3, 6, this can never be 6 or 7. There's no 3 here. We have 5, 6, and 9 here left. So this is 5, 6, 9. This is 5, 6, 9. This is 8. We have 7 and 8 here. So 7 and 8 has to be here in column 1. So it has to be for box 4. This cannot be 7 or 8. Therefore, the 7 has to be here. The 1 can only be here, because the 1 sees here and the 1 sees here. So this has to be 1. This is 7 with 5 or 6. This can't be 5 because of that 5. So the 9 has to be here, which means that can't be 9. Okay, so 1 has to be one of these 2. And 1 can never be in a 3-cell 19 cage. So therefore, this has to be the 1. Which means this is 2, this is 4, this is 1 from regular Sudoku. This can't be 4 because of disjoint sets. So it's either 1, 2, 7 here. Okay, so 2 has to be one of these 3. Cannot be that one. Okay, 1s. Where are the 1s? So 1 is one of these 2. So we have 1, 9. And this can't be 1 because of... This can't be 1 because of Sudoku. That can't be 1 because of disjoint sets. Therefore, this has to be the 1. So then we have 6, 7, or 8. It can't be 7, so this is 6 or 8. Okay, so the 1 then has to be here. So this has to be 1. So this is 1, 2, 7, or 1, 3, 6, or 1, 4, 5. So this cannot be 6. So 2, 7, 3, 6, 1, 4, 5 here. This has to be a 2, 4 set because that can't be 2 or 4, and there's no other place for 2, 4 here. So that's 2, 4 pair. This is 5, 6, 8, and can't be 9 because the 9 has to be here. Okay, where are the 2s? The 2 has to be one of these two. This cannot be 2, 8, and 9. 3 cannot be here or here. Therefore, 3 is one of these 3. 3 has to be one of these two. Okay, it can't be that because of disjoint set. Therefore, this is a 3. Therefore, this cannot be 3 or 6. So this is... So 3 is one of these two. Where are the 3s? So 3 has to be one of those two. 3 has to be one of those 3. Where is the 3 in column 4? It has to be here. So this is 3. Which means 3 has to be one of those 3, which unfortunately doesn't help. 4. Where's 4 in column 3? It has to be here. Oh yeah, also this can't be 6, so therefore that's 7 and 5. Which means this can't be 5, this can't be 5, this can't be 7, because so therefore this can't be 8, because again, this has to be add up to 15. So if that can't be 7, this can't be 8. This can't be 5, which means this can't be 4. So where is the 5 in column? Yeah, so this has to be 5 because of this 6, 9 pair. Therefore, the 5 has to be here. Therefore, this can't be 5. Therefore, this is a 2 and a 7. Okay. The 2 has to be one of these two. The 2 can be one of those 3, so that's not helpful. Okay, let's just do normal Sudoku then. Okay. We have 1s, 2s, 3s. That's unhelpful. 4s. 4 has to be here. Oh yeah, this has to be a 2. It's a 1, 2. 4 that can't be a 4 because of disjoint set, so therefore this has to be a 4. This can't be a 2 anymore because of Sudoku, so that's a 2. This is a 2 because of that 4 eliminates it. This is a 4, this is a 7, this is a 2. This adds up to 12, cannot be 2, 3, 9, could be 4, 8, or 5, 7, so that can't be a 4 or 5 because of, this can't be 5, 7. So this has to be 8, this is 4. This can't be 8 because of disjoint set rule. This can't be 7 because of disjoint set rule, so that can't be 8 because of disjoint set rule. Therefore, the 8 is over here. We have the 8 over here. This is 6 or 8, 7, 9. So this is, one of these is 5. Okay, so do we have all the 2s? Yeah, so that's a 2. Because that's the only other place for 2 in row 6. So we got 1s are done, 2s are done, 3s are not done even. Yeah, the bottom 3 doesn't work. Okay, 4. The 4 has to be here because that's the only one left. 5s. Okay, so this is 5, 6, or 9. It cannot be 9, so this is 5 or 6. This we have 9 is here or 9 is here. So we have 5. Okay, so this could be, so 19. Obviously can't be 2, could be 3, cannot be 4. 5 will have to be 5, 6, and 8. So 5 doesn't work. So then, yeah. And then 6, 7, 8 is 21. So this has to be 3. So the 3 has to be here. And then the question is, what is it with? 3 is actually only can be with 7 and 9 because 16. Yeah, so this is 3, 7, 9. This can't be a 7 because it's a disjoint set. Therefore, this is 5 and 6. Okay. So 3, 7, and 9 are here. So the 6 has to be here. One of these two. The 6 is here. Okay, now we're looking at, so this cannot be 1, 2, 3, 4, but that's fine. We're looking at 5, 6, 8, and 9. So because of Sudoku, the 9 cannot be here. The 8 and the 5 can't be here because of disjoint sets. So this is 6. Therefore, this is 8 and 9 because of Sudoku. That's a 5 because of Sudoku. This has to be an 8 because of Sudoku. 5. This is a 7 now. This is a 9. 5. 6. 9. This is a 6. This has to be an 8. So this is a 7 because those two add up to 15. This is a 6, 9 pair. So 6, 9. This can't be a 6 because this 6 eliminates it, so this has to be a 6. Okay, so one of these is 8. Okay, so this is 6 and 8. So this is an 8, so that eliminates the 8 from being there by disjoint set, so that's a 6. This has to be 8. This can't be an 8 because of Sudoku, so that's an 8. Therefore, this has to be a 9 because of Sudoku. Now it has to be a 6 here because of Sudoku. This disjoint sets makes that a 7, so that's an 8. We have now, this is a 9. We have what? This is 3 and 8. The 8 can't be here, so it must be 3. This is 8. This is 6 because that eliminates, that 3 eliminates that. So this is a 3. This is a 5. Now this is a 6. All of this because of Sudoku. 7, 3. This is 6 and 9. This has to be a 7. This is a 5. This is a 7, 5, and 9. And that's a solve. Fairly straightforward. Yeah, I do have the what is it? The helper function, which eliminates disjoint sets. But I'm actually pretty good at actually seeing disjoint sets anyways. So, I mean, for me, it's not that big of a deal. But, yeah. There are times, yeah, where it's not that, it's probably best to not have that on. I'll think about it. What do you guys think, actually? Let me know if you think I should turn off the helper function for the Sudoku. And I'll see you guys next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.